It's been 13 years since a Monroe child was found dead encased in cement along the River Raisin.
After years of silence, there's a new sheriff in town who's giving an update on the kidnapping and murder of Nevaeh Buchanan. Here's this week's Case Files.
Fishermen found the body of the 5-year-old here along the banks of the River Raisin. A coroner's report indicates that Nevaeh was buried alive. And years later, there are still no answers in that murder mystery that rocked Monroe.
This is with me for the rest of my life. Even after 13 years, when I think about it, I get choked up.
May 24th, 2009, a little girl named Nevaeh disappears from the apartment complex where she lived with her mother. At the time, it was the Charlotte Arms Apartments on North Macomb in the city of Monroe. Police reports indicate Nevaeh was outside playing. It was the last time she was seen alive. The disappearance sparked a massive search, with volunteers coming to Michigan from all over to find the missing 5-year-old. The case gained national attention. 11 days later, fishermen discovered the child's body 12 miles from the apartment complex. It was encased in cement on the banks of the River Raisin. The coroner later revealed Nevaeh was buried alive.
When you think about it, it had to have been a grown person. Where she was, down that embankment, there's no way, a younger kid did that. It had to have been a grown person that put her there. It would have been almost impossible. And I have a hard time believing one person did it.
Risa Smith remembers Memorial Day weekend 2009 like it was yesterday. Smith is a relative of Nevaeh and spearheaded searches looking for any sign of the child. To this day, it's unclear what happened after Nevaeh disappeared or who's responsible.
Because I ask myself all the time, God, did they wake up and have a bad day? What was going through their mind? How could they have done this? What were they thinking? Did she cry? Did she beg them to stop? That person has to live with that. And it just blows my mind to think of how someone could live with that.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office insists the case is still active. There's a constant reminder on the second floor that deputies see daily. In January of this year, the new sheriff, Troy Goodenough, commissioned a team of detectives to work with FBI agents. They are re-interviewing witnesses and using forensics to develop new leads. Smith says she keeps in touch with Nevaeh's mother, who has since remarried and has 2 children, and still makes the occasional trip to the cemetery, where the little girl, whose name is Heaven, spelled backwards, will always be remembered as Monroe's little angel.
This 5-year-old child brought more people together in her short 5 years than most people do their whole lifetime. She put an impression on many, many people's lives. She made lasting friendships with people. She connected this community, I think, at one point in time more than it's ever been connected before. That's why it drives me nuts that people are not still following this case, that they're not still focusing on the murderers still out there.
For this week's Case Files, Christina Williams, 13 ABC, Action News.
And if you have any information that could help solve the murder of Nevaeh Buchanan, you can contact the Monroe County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers of Michigan. You could be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,500. And if you have a case that needs to be solved, email me, casefiles@13abc.com.